Hello and welcome to this tournament replay from the Total War Tournaments Facebook group. We see RTK Adelmo versus Kate Bush War. This is the quarter-finals. The map's the altar of Ultimate Darkness, which Kate Bush War chose, and RTK Adelmo's taken Britonia. Kate Bush War has gone for the Cult of Pleasure, which is a bold move, going for a sub-faction rather than the generic faction of the Dark Elves. So as soon as we get to the battle screen, we'll run through the armies, see what you get a rough idea of what each player brought here. But I can't remember every unit's name. That would be require a certain degree of knowledge that I do not have. Here we go. Let's stick him on pause. So this map, as you can see, the altar of Ultimate Darkness, it generally favours a rush because you just take your units, charge the hill, we'll get to the top, try and charge downhill at the other side. Next, missiles, tough to use. Both sides have missiles. Kate Bush has a lot. So let's just go over the Bretonian army first. We have the Fae Enchantress, of course, and she's got the Chalice of Potions. Arcane Conduit, Shield of Thorns, Earthblood naturally, Mist of the Lady, and Life Bloom, and the Blessing of the Lady. Okay, and she's got her two paladins. They're guarding her. I think all are on horse. It would make the most sense in this matchup to go horse. Yeah, all three are on horse. At the front, four peasants. Four peasant archers here in this line, three of which have pox arrows. We have one spearman at arms with shields there, another one there, and betwixt them are some men at arms. The Cav contingent and Knights of the Realm, questing Knights on that flank, Knights of the Realm, the Knights of the Lion-Hearted, and the Companions of Quenelle. That's the Bretonian army. It's fairly balanced. I do prefer balanced armies to massive cheese. Oh, oh, sneaky. So, Cult of Pleasure, couple of harpies in the back. They've got it's like a gold upgrade. So quite a bit of money gone on them. The Charybdis, also with an upgrade. War Hydra with an upgrade. We have some Dark Riders with shields with two upgrades. And we have four Black Ark Corsairs. All of them with two upgrades. Dark Shards with shields, we have three of them. Each with two upgrades. So I'm getting a theme here. And then the Lord. The Lord's on horseback. It's a Supreme Sorceress Dark. What's she brought with her? That's the telling question. She has Arcane Conduit, Soul Stealer. That's the big spell. It's usually Murafi you see in the Dark Elf armies, but yeah, the Supreme Sorceress of Dark. If she can hit this Soul Stealer off, she can do a good move. Doom Bolt. The Power of Darkness. Yeah, that one certainly makes sense. Spiteful Conjuration. And the rest of the generic. So let's see how this battle pans out. As we saw, those harpies are in the back. Britonia rushing to the top of the hill, and with the Cav, they can afford to do this. I also spotted the harpies at the back. I wanted a spear and an archer to try and just keep them at bay. It was at this point that I saw the War Hydra and thought, I really want that. I didn't know what was behind it, but yeah, then the Karib just came into view, and I was a bit concerned about rushing forward. Had I known all this was behind, I'd have been less concerned. So I'm getting a few shots off these pox arrows onto the harpies, but Kate Bush Ward does land the harpies. That gives me a chance to get my cavalry in. If I can get this unit routing off the battlefield, that would be quite a big gain for me, and they're losing a lot. They're down to 18 models. I make a mistake here. I should just send one cab unit to see this unit off, because we're a pain. And over on the other side we have the other armies coming in, but this is the first big move. This unit of Knights of the Realm charging into these Black Ark Corsairs, but taking damage, and that spell just missing. It might have clipped one model or something like that, but it could have been a lot worse. But the Knights of the Realm did take a lot of damage from that charge. They did hurt the Black Ark Corsairs, but here we see the beauty of a lot of cavalry units. They're really pushing into. Okay, we do lose a unit of peasants, and Soul Steel has gone down on the Knights of the Lionhearted and the peasants. That's going to do more damage. Spears going in to try and counter the Dark Riders with shields, and the companions of Quenelle are going in. They've been given Shield of Thorns, so it's going to take a little less damage. And if you saw there, the Charybdis is taking a lot of damage. So the Dark, nice charge here from this unit and the Knights of the Realm, getting into the rear units of archers. Harpies have landed again. We've got a unit of cav on them. Sorceress is just giving the bowmen a bit of a pain, but the Charybdis has routed with the companions on top. The Enchantress and the Paladins are going into the archer line now, and this is exactly where the cav wants to be, in the cookie jar. Supreme Sorceress start, and here's something that's coming down, trying to snipe these Knights of the Realm. Not really doing much damage, but the Supreme Sorceress versus some spears, not really where you want her to be. And this archer fire going in on the War Hydra, because we're still seeing the Charybdis off. But the lack of melee units from the Dark Elves now is going to prove telling, because even the peasants are having a decent time. Oh, and here it comes. Not really hitting much. It was not the best aimed ability by me, but there's a lot of damage going on the War Hydra. And the Cult of Pleasure's power units being dealt with. There was a little rule on this round of the tournament. Whoever lost the least percentage of their army would get a bye in the semi-finals and progress to the finals. And well, I didn't lose an awful lot. It turned out to be around 23% of my army was lost, the admins decided, and it would be enough to see me through to the finals. So, what did all the damage? Well, as you can see, these Knights of the Realm romping in with the damage. This Companions of Quenelle didn't kill a lot, but the damage value was on the Charybdis. That was good. The archers all doing decent. as you would expect. Spears, one unit of the spears doing okay, the other one didn't seem to get involved at all. Peasants, as you would expect, not doing much. But the Fae doing okay there. And for the cult of pleasure, okay, the one of your handbows did really well. And again, all these now these are the handbows. All the handbows doing okay. The cab was shut down. The harpies were shut down early, and neither of the two big single entities doing their job. But it was a great battle. Kate Bush War really coming to the field with her all. She had said that she'd thought long and hard about how to cheese this battle, and she felt that this was an army that could do it. I think if there was just a couple of spears just to stop this cav having free reign, then yeah, the result could have gone very differently. She was a great opponent. Thank you for watching. I will hopefully catch you in the final.